So I watched a video that inspired me to write a very wordy response that I shall now read to you in the hopes that not only do you go watch this video, which I assume most of you already have, but that you also look at what I have to say. Now let me just put my screen. The video in question is Rouge the Vat a Latina? And the video is by Moon Channel, which I recommend you go watch. Now, originally, I just posted the Honduran white bat might as well be our national bird at this point, at least as far as the rest of the world is concerned. That is what I meant to say. But then I decided to reply on that by saying, okay, I wrote my comment as I was halfway through the video, mainly as a joke. Now I have finished the video, and first of all, you deserve my praise. It's a very good, informative video. You've earned a like from me, which I did. I liked it. Second, in my experience as a Honduran, and with the limited exposure to the character growing up, I never saw Rouge the Vampire as a Latina. At most, I only saw her as just a character with a higher sex appeal than in comparison to the rest of the cast of the Sonic franchise. Now, in recent memory, thanks to the Shadow the Hedgehog meme of him liking Latinas and the stated fact that Rouge the Vampire is a Honduran white bat, there was a slight push by Latin American artists to represent Rouge the Bat not only as a Latina but also as a Honduran. From my perspective, it was a bit popular, but it was overshadowed by her being a more encompassing Latina slash American Latina. Now, I'm not too in touch with the Latin American community in general, since I am a weeb for American and Western culture, but from what I've seen, there hasn't been a push nor claim by the greater Latin American community to adopt Rouge the Bat as a Latina. And I believe that the reason for that is the term Latina, as it is too broad and it is meant to be used by countries outside of Latin American territories as a classifier. Now, in the same vein, you, whoever is reading this, would agree that the statement, all Asians are the same, is erroneous, not only due to the fact that it sounds racist, but also due to the fact that categorizing ethnically by geographic location encompasses groups of people that I bet most of you wouldn't acknowledge nor consider Asian without being reminded that they are from the Asia continent. Like, for example, Turkey, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Vietnam, the Philippines, etc. You may argue the terms Middle East or Southeast Asia, but guess what? They are all technically in Asia. For crying out loud, part of Russia, depending on the map that you look, is in Asia. I mentioned this to illustrate that for some reason, that subdivision or sub-compartmentalizing terms for cultural and regional differentiators, is not applied for Latin America, for the Latin American continent by other countries. Thus, we're stuck as just Latinos. Even though we, or at least as I was taught, do divide the entire continent of America as North, Central, South America, and the Caribbean. But but the other reason might just be because we all do kinda look and sound alike. At the most bare minimum glance, let's say if you, a non-Latin American or nor Latino abroad, look at a tourist or an immigrant of Latin American descent and they didn't have any visual identifiers like a sports team logo, local branded product, cultural celebratory garment, or if you didn't pay attention at the subtle differences in the way they speak or the words they use, it does become hard to differentiate, even for us at times. It does get easier with accents, but we do get it wrong at times. So, for anyone who isn't knowledgeable to our differences or doesn't have the time to look for them, the term Latino or Latina helps identify us as a general group. And lastly, third, I don't know who said that Brazil isn't Latino, but as I understand it, Latino is everyone from Mexico to the tip of Chile slash Argentina and the Caribbean. And Hispanic should be all the people who speak Spanish. And for the people from Spain, they're Spaniards. I will also be putting the link of this video and the one that I'm going to make in Spanish. And again, I'm making a version in Spanish so that you can share this to your Spanish peers. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the Spanish version. Bye.